All right, you fucking lug nuts. I wasn't asking. Now I'm telling you, not in a nice way. You will come the fuck off. God damn it. Told you, motherfucker, I wasn't asking. Yeah, how about them fucking apples? Those bitches were froze. They weren't moving. As you can see, this is a this tire and it's got some age on it. It was sitting in one spot for probably 15-20 years, and it was parked with these wheels on them. It was probably in service for 10, 15, 20 years before it was parked. So yeah, they was stuck. We had a we tried ratchets. This is 3/4 drive. I tried a T-bar with a cheater pipe on it, about 6, 7, 8 foot long, and then a 3-ton floor jack lifting up on the cheater pipe, and it was just bending the damn cheater pipe up like a freaking crescent, and it was lifting the truck up off the ground, and them nuts weren't budging. So I was like, all right, we'll light a little fire under your ass and see if we can't break them loose. Well, there we go. There's one side. Let me see if I can get some assistance to record while I do the other side. All right, got the other side loosened, and now we are onto the passenger side. And I went ahead and hit them with the 3/4 just to see if they would bust loose, and negatives. We got a light of fire under this side's ass also. I'm gonna hand the phone off and get at it. Acetylene.
Ha!
Oxygen. Stage is ready. And here we go. I'm gonna blast some of this paint off. This side's a lot cleaner than the other side. On the other side, I had to heat these things up all the way around. Sometimes you can just hit one flat, get it nice and hot, and then flip around 180 degrees and hit the other side, and that's enough. But on the other side, it wasn't. I had to heat the whole damn lug nut. Yeah, these things have been stuck on here for 20 years or better without being touched. And the trick is you don't want to get them so hot that you completely destroy the temper on the studs. Fuck the nuts, they can be replaced pretty easily. The studs are a pain in the dick. See if we got enough just about yet. I'm gonna get right to the point of the surface of your flats, just starting to get to liquefaction, and then the heat will transfer into the center of the nut, which will theoretically loosen them up a little bit, release some of the. Come on, let's go.
Son of a gun. Is there any off-gassing when you heat up that metal? No, you're good.
I mean, there's a little bit, but it's not enough to hurt you at all.
Do you use those loosening liquids at all?
Sometimes. And
this is better than those.
Sometimes it won't.
Yeah.
PB, or you can make a mix of 50% automatic transmission fluid. The best is used stuff, and 50% acetone. And on a scientific test, that is a better penetrating fluid and loosening agent and rust dissolver than even Aerocoil by a very large margin.
Huh.
Aerocoil is a scam. Basically what it is, you know. A little bit more chemically involved, and they throw some more additives and stuff in there, but you can achieve the same result, way better actually. Just a 50-50 mix of used is the best, but you know, automatic transmission fluid and acetone. If you've got some sticky bolts or nuts or fasteners that are just fighting with you, that's enough yet. There we go. There we go. Yeah. Yeah.
We have liftoff. Nice.
Ooh, that's hot.
You tried all these with the gun already?
I just started with one. And if one isn't going to budge at all,
probably the rest of them
ain't either.
ain't
So
going to.
Just to go ahead and bite the bullet, heat them all up. We desperately need this truck.
So obviously the heat is expanding the metal.
Right, it's expanding the nut and opening up the ID or internal diameter just a little bit. I mean, you might get about 1/1000th of an inch. And where it's binding is where the top edges of the threads of the stud are making contact and biting in on what we call the root of the thread inside the nut.
So it's just that 1/1000th of an inch.
Yeah. So
that heat is just loosening just that little tiny bit.
Just enough, and then breaking loose the rust that's kind of bonding it all together. They're bonded by corrosion and massive amounts of torque. These were probably put on with a 1-inch impact, and the shop 1-inch impact disappeared. Somebody figured that they needed it more than Brian did, walked off with it. But we have loads and loads of camera surveillance now on the property, so yeah, nothing just walks away anymore. It's kind of funny how as soon as I moved in over here, stuff started stopped disappearing.
Stopped. Yeah. Didn't start disappearing. So the heat is better than the loosening agents. They're about the same.
It's better to work in conjunction
together.
If you have time, you can put the penetrating fluid on there and let it sit and do its thing. Sometimes it will work by itself.
Okay.
But it takes time. This is right now.
Yeah.
Right now
Gotcha.
It heats it up, it expands the metal, opens up the ID. And the key is try to get the nut hot without getting the stud as hot as the nut, because it will also expand.
Right. You're trying to create that gap.
Right.
You're trying to keep one cold and one hot.
So you see why I'm only firing this thing on the flats of the nut the best I can with, you know, a cutting torch head.
And kind of towards the back, closer to the tire.
Yeah. It's the rim itself, and that's where I'm trying to deflect the heat to keep it off of the tip of the stud. You see that flame that's spitting off straight forward?
Yep.
Instead of going into the stud? Yeah.
And how hot is that torch?
The torch itself is firing a flame at like 2,700 degrees, and once this metal is cherry red hot, it's like 1,900 degrees Fahrenheit. It's pretty hot.
So it takes a hot minute.
Yeah.
Get these things going. Yeah. It's not just a 30-second thing. You got to keep going around.
Let it heat soak and let that heat, you know, make its way into the center. Yeah.
Dos. Do you want me to hit that other side with some juice?
It's already done.
Okay.
I already got that side. I couldn't do a torch and gun at the same time while holding the phone to record all this. And I wanted to get at least this process.
Yep.
The whole thing, start to finish, on one side. Maybe somebody will find it useful. See how well it works.
How long's this thing been sitting here?
Here it's been sitting for just a few weeks when we drove it to where it had been sitting for 20 years, 15, 20 years.
Okay.
Now just to show you, look, these haven't been touched yet. It ain't budging.
Nothing.
It's not gonna move.
Yep.
No matter how hard I let this thing just hit. Hey,
Oh,
hey!
hey.
It broke loose.
Speak of the devil.
Holy crap! I made myself into a lion. On camera, too.
Yeah, that's you're busted.
The one
Busted
is
red-handed.
loose. Now, it is also possible that, because this is all getting hot,
Right.
the heat moved
Yeah,
over
kinda
into
moved.
that stud
Yeah.
to break it loose a little bit. But, no, beforehand, these were not budging. We went so far as to put a 3/4 inch impact socket on it with a T-bar handle, solid chrome moly,
Jesus.
and then like a 6 or 8 foot cheater pipe,
Wow.
and then put that on a 3-ton floor jack. It was lifting the truck off the ground instead of twisting the nut.
Holy
It was
shit,
nuts. They
dude.
were bonded.
That's
Bonded.
insane.
Come on. Yeah.
There she blows. So literally, it don't matter how strong you are, if these things are locked,
Oh, yeah.
it's just better
They're
to
locked.
break out the torch.
And if we had forced it and tried to go, put different, a different torque load on it to keep it from lifting the truck and whatnot, it would just snap the studs right off.
Now I'm
They
seeing
will break before the threads will if they're bonded too hard. So once you get tired of asking it and staging your way up from smaller tools to bigger tools to the point where you're no longer asking it and you're fucking telling it, this is how you fucking tell it. You will come off. All right, now just to put it out there, if you're working on something and you've got some titanium fasteners or race applications or really, really high tensile strength stuff, do not attempt this. That titanium will catch on fire. It is self-oxidizing, and you cannot put that fire out. Just like a magnesium fire.
shit.
It will not put out. It will burn. You can drop that bitch in the ocean, and it will keep burning until there's no metal left because it doesn't need oxygen from the atmosphere. It makes its own, self-oxidizing.
Wow.
But iron, steel, steel composites, alloys, for the most part, you're okay. And don't put titanium fasteners in a cast iron or steel hole. Just the electrolysis that would occur between those two metals will start a fire. The titanium will catch on fire just by being in contact with the iron.
Get out of
I
here.
know.
How do you know?
So,
Been there, done that?
in a machine shop, sometimes we have to cut on titanium and make parts out of titanium. Most machines, the ways and your load table are all made of iron. Varying composite formulas of iron or steel. And as you're cutting that titanium, the little chips are building up and landing on that steel table and on your ways. And, if you do not, now I didn't do this. This was someone in my mill department that did this. Left those chips on the table overnight without cleaning
Didn't
the machine
brush
out.
off the press and the machines and the
Burn
tables.
that machine to the ground.
It's the little things sometimes, yeah.
That's a real good way to piss away about $1 million.
Fuck.
Yeah. Machines ain't expensive. They ain't cheap. You spend your money on them.
That one was butter.
Now everybody, the fella holding the camera is my new hire, Anthony. This guy is a beast. I don't have to tell him to do shit. He sees a problem and just goes at it. Dude is awesome. The breath of fresh air from the horrors we've had to deal with. We're trying to find capable help. I still need more help. Anybody watching needs a job, comment, like and subscribe and all that stuff too.
I could say I like working hard, but it's good working hard for people that know what the hell they're doing. And out of all the people I've met, this dude knows what the fuck's going on. So it feels good working hard and learning and being next to somebody like that.
I appreciate the compliment, man.
I feel safe. And I just feel smarter. Just sitting next to you. It's like,
You'll absorb it.
you are an encyclopedia of knowledge, so it's a pleasure.
Yeah, between me and Brian and Raymond Sr., there's well over 100 years of just metalworking experience on this compound. So, and we want to share. We don't really have people that we can pass this knowledge on to. So hey, if you're looking for work, you want to come fucking live in paradise, drop a comment and we'll figure out how to get in touch with each other. And I'll do an interview with you, ask you some trick questions, and then put you in touch with Brian so you can interview with him. But yeah, we do this kind of crap all the time. Lots of old stuff, trying to bring it back to life, resurrections. Y'all see we got the full mechanic shop, full paint body shop, construction, all the construction toys.
Give you a look at the vehicle here. Gonna be using this to load up some trees that we downed on the property we're working on.
And y'all know what he's talking about there. That is the same property where the video of Brian pushing the trees down for Mr. Dickens is occurring.
Freedom!
And Bob's your uncle. That is that. Hope y'all learned something. Hope this can help somebody out who is fighting with some sticky fasteners and whatnot. And that's all there is to it. Yeah.
Hey, hey. Ho ho. We'll see you next time.
Thanks for